How long does it take to accomplish goals? How long does it take to get through change? How long until it stops hurting, Lori, right? When I'm coaching people through change and helping them build habits and supporting them in accomplishing their dreams and goals, people often either explicitly or implicitly ask me, how much longer, Lori? If you've ever wondered how long you will have to work or how long it's gonna hurt, hit that thumbs up button right now. Go ahead and hit it for me. And stick around, because in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how long it takes, how long it's going to hurt to make that change happen, to make that transformation take place, to accomplish that dream or goal. Hello and welcome back to the Making Hope Happen series. I'm Lori Mage, and this is day 42 in the 100-day challenge, where I'm stacking my energy, work, and love goals and sharing 100 of my favorite tools, tips, and ideas to help you and me more effectively navigate change, master our transitions, and make our dreams come true. Let's jump in. So, how long exactly does it take to get through change and to accomplish our goals? How long until the hurt stops, right? Well, first things first, asking yourself that question reveals and uncovers a hidden belief or a story that I should be there by now. I should be somewhere other than here. And just last week, I was stuck in that exact same story. I just finished up another one of these videos. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but what I do remember is that I was not happy. I could not believe that it had taken me as long as it did to get it done. And I was angry with myself. I was frustrated with technology, and I was wondering, will I ever figure this out? In other words, how much longer do I have to endure days like this? How much longer do I have to hurt like this? And as I was expressing my anger and my hurt to my partner that night, I made the connection. I was telling myself a story, and I was affirming a hidden belief that I should be there by now, be wherever there is, but I shouldn't be here right now. Not helpful. Having a story like that, it's not helpful to me, my well-being, my situation, or my relationship with my partner. Like we talked about yesterday, change your story, change your life. My story was causing me to resist my reality. And when we resist our reality, pain persists, right? What you resist persists. And so we need to take a look at that. When we learn to accept our reality as it is, nothing more and nothing less, the pain can start to melt away. As I made the connection, it got me wondering, what if I never had that story in the first place? What if I never thought to myself, I should be there by now, or I should know how to do that by now, or I shouldn't get hooked by that person anymore, it's been too long? Would I even experience pain or frustration if I had just accepted my performance as it was and accepted life exactly as it is? Oh, so I should just accept life as it is even if it's crappy? That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that it's not necessarily about lowering our standards for ourselves or for our life. It just means to accept yourself as you are, exactly where you are at this given moment in time. It is what it is. Perfect. Now it needs to be done. No guilt, no shame. Next. It's an interesting idea and definitely something worth playing around with. And still, I wanted to know, how much longer? Which leads us to the main point of this video. How long does it take to navigate change, build new habits, and accomplish our dreams and goals? When I asked myself that question last week, I thought of that old school Tootsie Pop commercial. Do you remember that? How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Rolls, to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? And when I thought of that, I quickly jumped on Google. I searched how long does it take? How many licks does it take? And the research at Purdue found that it takes approximately 264 licks from their machine. And when they tried it on students, it was about 252 licks. And then over at Michigan State, they did a similar study, and their machine, 411 licks to get to that Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. And when they did it with their students, they found that 144 licks. Other studies have found that it takes over 1,000 licks to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. In simple terms, it takes what it takes. It takes what it takes. And that made me wonder, how many swings or saws does it take to fall down a tree? And you know what I found? It takes what it takes. If you're a professional lumberjack with a super sharp blade and a solid footing, you're gonna get right through that thing really, really quickly. And if you're me, it's gonna take a tad bit longer or a lot longer. But no matter what, lumberjack or me, it takes what it takes. And what about building habits, navigating change, and making our dreams come true? What does the research say about those things. And once again, it varies. Research studies all across the board about locking in habits, they range from 18 days to lock in a habit to 254 days. And James Clear, who's an expert on the subject, he says, to be honest, it's forever. Because once you stop doing it, it's no longer a habit. So essentially, it takes what it takes to build and maintain a habit. So when it comes to us, you and me, and the changes that we're facing right now, and the transitions that we're going through, and the dreams that we're going for, how long exactly will it take? It's going to take more than a day, possibly forever. More precisely, it's going to take what it takes. So in that sense, we've already arrived. And that, my friends, is a story worth adopting. Instead of causing ourselves additional pain and unnecessary suffering by resisting reality with a story that it shouldn't be uncomfortable, or it shouldn't take as long as it is, or I should have known that by now. How about dropping the stories altogether? Or at the very least, since we are story-making machines, how about we adopt a story that encourages us to accept and embrace the reality just as it is, celebrating ourselves for showing up for yet another day, while simultaneously maintaining those high expectations for ourselves and our lives. It is what it is, it takes what it takes, and in that sense, we've already arrived, which brings us to arriving at the end of this video. What did you find useful today in our message, and what can you start applying immediately in your life to increase your ability to navigate change, master your transitions, and make your dreams come true? Leave your insights and actions in the comments below. When you share, when you type it out, when you write it down, you're not only solidifying your own lessons learned and locking in some new habits, but you're helping other viewers learn from your insights and get inspired by your actions. So speaking of others, if you know someone who might benefit from this message, please share it with them. I know this message and the work that I do won't resonate with everybody, but I also know there are people out there that are hungry for this stuff. And if you could help me find them, I'd really, really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, thanks for doing the hard work of being and becoming your best self more and more consistently. The world is a better place with people like you in it. Have an awesome night, and I will see you tomorrow.